Welcome everybody to round number 2. We are on the plate with a nice little keep here. Out of purple juice. That's okay, gonna have to fix that later. Gonna make dinner in a little bit. Everything's all good. I don't know why I mentioned that. People have been asking about my weird kale drinks that I drink in the morning for a while, but they're so good for you, man. Alright, umbrella growth, working a fretwork colony here. Fretwork colony is going to be really powerful here. Obviously, it's also Define Salvager Servo Schematic is the bee's knees. So we always have the option if we draw a 2-drop or a 1-drop to play Define Salvager next turn into Servo Schematic, which is something we might want to consider doing here. I think that's what we want to do. Yeheni's just not very good against Gear Shift Ace in the spot, so letting Fretwork Colony get us one notch bigger and letting Define Salvager get one notch bigger is just so important here. Now remember, they can go over the top of us, right? Green-White does have the ability to do that. So, that's one thing that Revolt gives you, right? Is that when your deck works, when you have things like Unbridled Growth in your deck, you are occasionally just able to go over the top of opponents. Alright, so this is going to be attacking here, obviously. And the question is what do I play after it? Ooh, Pacification Ray. So now I get to play Pacification Ray Servo Schematic, pretty obviously. The question, though, I guess, is do I attack with Pacification Array? Or do I attack with Define Salvager, I mean? I don't think the answer is yes. I think the answer is attack with Fretwork Colony, get him for 3, play Pacification Array. What do I do? Nah, I need to keep some servos around for Yeheni. So the only reason to sack 1 servo is if I wanted to go super deep here, so that I could block 4/3 Aether Stream Leopard with a 5/5. Or I could sack 1, I guess, to play around. I could sack 1 in order to play around Hunt the Week. Those are all the options I have, basically. Alright, going to 9, drawing not a land. That's pretty good. Alright, Pacification Ray is going to be fantastic here. Just going to get in. This looks like I'm killing them in about 2 turns here, right? Because it's 6, 7, 8, and then next turn it's going to be 9. So, just going to see what happens here. Gonna tap something down, probably. I have the Define Salvager to sack to Yeheni, which is just, brilliant and awesome. So yeah, I mean, just really putting on the pressure here. Drew the Cowl, not gonna do a whole lot. I guess I'm just going to... Actually, no, because I want them to attack if they're gonna attack. Okay, I'm gonna tap down the Gear Shift Ace. Defiant Salvager. See, that's also a really good card here. Yeah, I think it makes sense just to get in with Fretwork Colony here. They can take 5 if they want, I guess. And then I get to play Defiant Salvager, sack Defiant Salvager. That's pretty good. And then next turn, I have a lot of room to run if I draw land. Right, so if I draw land next turn, I have a ton of room to run now because all of a sudden I can Pacification Array and Daredevil, which is almost assuredly to get the job done. So now the question is does he have something like Deadeye Harpooner or Airdrop Aeronauts? It's also pretty good. Pretty good against me, I should say. Alright, gonna tap down the Aeronauts here. Gotta draw a land. Land would be good. Golden Sleeve Siphoner also good. Alright, so I think I just get in with Salvager and Colony. If he trades a Druid of the Cowl for Define Salvager, that's fine with me. Alright, so we get a Golden Sleeve Siphoner on lock here, which is pretty good. Just going to let us get in extra damage. Obviously tapping down the aeronauts, don't want anything weird happening to us in that regard. So I assume they're not attacking, but they could. I mean, if they attack, I'm just blocking with Yahenni. There's nothing really they can do. Arborback Stomper would be terrible. How do they just have Arborback Stomper? So lucky. Unbelievable. Alright, gotta draw land here. Good draw, good draw. So just gonna attack with Fretwork Colony, I guess. No real reason to attack with anything else here. Oh my god, this is so... Okay, so I'm just gonna attack. I'm just going to play Daredevil and tap. I still have to tap the flyer down because I can theoretically block the Stomper. So I just gotta tap the flyer down still. I mean, if they have a hex, if they have +2/+2 hexproof at any point in time, then I'm just dead. There's not a lot I can do about it if that's what they have. Alright, the question is, can I get in for lethal here? And I don't actually know the answer. Ooh, Aether Poisoner. So what happens if I attack with the 4/2, the 4/4, and the 8/8? If I attack with everything and I tap this, then I don't win, right? If I attack with these, I'm gonna be okay. Right, because then he has to block something. He has to block two things. So we can throw away a servo on like the 8/8, and then he doesn't have to block, and then he just takes 8, goes to 3. I play Aether Poisoner. I tap down this, he attacks everything, and I die. So I should actually probably leave back Yahenni. I'll attack with the other things. I just want to like have lethal, so to speak. Oh my god, having gain 5 is just so good, obviously. That's the block I expected, but making Yahenni a 5/5 is just so powerful here. That's obviously the block I expected. I'm just going to play Aether Poisoner, and then... Yeah, so, like, if you wanted to block and kill, that's fine, because then Poisoner would have been able to get it back to my hand next turn. So that would have also been effective. And I should be able to win at some point here. Like, Fretwork Colony's not going to kill me, because I can just sacrifice it to Yahenni at instant speed, or sack it to a Salvager at some point. So it's not going to kill me, but it is pretty good. Ooh, putting it on that Trampler, alright. Beginning of combat, gonna tap down the flyer, obviously. Oh. Alright, going to blocks. So they're deciding to get in here. So this is a question. I can do this, or I can do this. If I do that and that and that, this kind of gives me the most room to run. I'm taking 1 right now. And this makes it so Inspire Charge doesn't do it, basically. That's the card I'm playing around here. Larger Than Life is obviously a sorcery, so I'm really just playing around Inspire Charge. Alright, we got there. 1 win in the books. Going for win number 2 here. Just going to keep it the same and try to work another win here. We're going to see what we can do. Whew, that was a tough one. Alright. Oh my god. Yeah, like, it was so funny when he tapped 5 minutes. I was like, there's no Arborback Stomper right after Airdrop Aeronauts. No Stomper. But they had Stomper. What can you do? Oh, that sucked so bad. How do they have Stomper there? Alright, I mean, gotta keep this, right? If I draw any artifact on turns 1 or 2, I have 2 draw steps to draw an artifact. Ooh, or draw a Glint Sleeve Siphoner. That also works for me. It helps with the aggressiveness of the draw. Obviously, like a servo schematic or something may have been preferred, so I could play a Sweatworks Brawler, but I would also prefer an Aether Chaser. I just don't have any of those in the deck. Gear Shift Ace. Alright, Aether Poisoner. That's really good with Glint Sleeve Siphoner. I could play Poisoner, but the issue is it's not going to be able to attack next turn, so I'm not going to, so Aether Poisoner into attack and make a servo Sweatworks Brawler is almost as good as doing it with Aether Chaser, but I'm afraid that wouldn't be able to happen, or maybe it would, who knows. Alright, so I wonder if they're going to keep everything back here. Defiant Salvager. That actually gets interesting. So now do I play Yahenni? Or do I just attack and take out a Renegade? So what happens if I play Yahenni and attack with both? Then I'm in a race, which I don't really want to be in. I guess I just do this, actually. Yeah, alright. I'll kill the Renegade first, obviously. Yeah, this just puts... Okay, so this is their turn, basically, to kill my Yahenni. Scrounging Bandar doesn't do it. Gear Shift Ace, attack doesn't do it. Alright, well, that was their turn and they didn't do it. Alright, that was your shot. That was your one chance to not lose the game. I think. I mean, look, they could come with some flyers again or a bunch of trample or whatever. If they put 2 counters here, then it gets a little tricky, actually. But if they just put 1, then it's pretty easy. Just block. Sacrifice a servo. Gain indestructible. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I'm willing to trade my my servo for your High Spire Infusion. That is 100% something that I'm willing to do here. I think I'm just going to attack with Aether Poisoner. So not only does he get one of his things off the board if he decides to block, but it does the job of making another servo, which obviously just makes Yahenni so much easier to play. So right, so if he wants to do this, I get to make Yahenni a 4/4, and I get the servo to sack Yahenni, so it's not even like I lose something in that department. So I think that's just a really good play here. And now I'm going to play Defiant Salvager and sack the servo schematic. Alright, and I think we're pretty far ahead here. If we draw a land, we get to play Fen Hauler. If we don't draw a land, if we have something we have to deal with, we get to play Daring Demolition. If he draws any of those major 5-drops, we're pretty far ahead here. And that is the match. On to round number 3, on to the finals. We're going to get another win here on the SeemsGoodMagic channel. For all of you, thank you so much for watching and supporting. I really, really appreciate it. And I'll see you tomorrow on Thursday also. But before that, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's win the finals.